It's in my cup. You.
All right, so today we're going deep on something that a lot of people find, I don't know, kind of scary.
Oh, yeah.
Gang culture.
Okay.
Real heavy, like, on crippin', period.
We're going to be focusing on what happens outside of California,
Okay.
where the scene, it could be really different.
Totally different.
It's like its own world out there.
It's wild how much it varies, you know?
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
what flies in one place
Right.
totally doesn't in another.
And it helps.
Wrong with giving my friend the address. Nigga, this my boy. He lost his boy. The niggas who did it could be around. I'm shit. 9 times out of 10, had he asked me, shit, I probably would have been coking if he even asked anybody. If this is even true.
I think that I might throw the towel in on my bandana. I think somebody out could shine down and hit my man.
Alan talks about games offering love, family, and friendship. He actually highlights the positive aspects
Interesting.
of belonging to a gang.
Okay, so this made me think, like, why would someone
Right.
seek these things in a gang?
Exactly.
It seems kind of counterintuitive when you think about all the negative stuff.
It's cool to be in a gang. It's cool because gang breeds love and family and friendship. See, people don't understand the positives of being in a gang. But if there's no understanding or explanation of why this gang was created, what's the origins of this gang, what are the rules and regulations, then it becomes a disappointment. And I feel like a lot of these guys watch TV and they see it, and then a couple of guys come from out of town and they brainwash them and they get them, and then they just gang banging for no reason. So it's like when we was doing it, we was brought up in it. We understood the rules and regulations. We were there for the foundation of it. We knew why we were getting involved. We knew the consequences. These youngsters that's in it now don't understand the consequences. They don't realize that their life is on the line every 5 minutes. And then when you find a young rapper who takes on the gang bang mode, who ain't from California, and he goes to California, and there's some real niggas ride up on him from the other side.
Where you from?
Nigga, ain't no where you from, nigga, what you was claiming.
This is more complex
Way more.
than we might think.
Absolutely.
There's like this whole other layer.
Yeah, like what are the needs that gangs are fulfilling
Right.
that maybe traditional society isn't?
And he doesn't sugarcoat it.
Oh, really?
He doesn't.
Okay.
He's very clear about the downside.
Like what?
Joining a gang without understanding the history,
Yeah.
without understanding the rules.
Right.
And
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
the potentially deadly consequences
Makes sense.
if you break those rules.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with that.
And this brings us to like the core
Okay.
of our deep dive today. Very strong message
Uh-huh.
for those claiming gang affiliation outside of California.
Okay.
And it's just 2 words.
What is it?
Stay there.
Like, if you banging outside of California, stay there. Because if you come back to California,
Say that again. Say that again. We're nationwide Snoop.
if
Say that
you
again.
are banging outside of California, Bloods or Crips, you need to stay there. Because if you come back to California where it originated at, we have different sets of rules and regulations that don't apply to you niggas, and you will become victim of a circumstance.
He repeats it over and over
Really?
with like this serious emphasis, almost like he's pleading.
It's like a warning then.
Right. Like it's dangerous
Yeah.
to be claiming something that you're not.
I'm from rolling 30s, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go to LA and tap in with the actual, you know what I'm saying? I had to go over there and tap in with the OGs, the young homies, the girls, or like everybody. I had to just go over there and let my presence be known, because I couldn't be in New York or be on these videos throwing up certain shit or banging certain shit, and I ain't went tapped in where it was originated, you know what I mean? So
What stood out to you about that process?
It's like he was saying,
Yeah.
you can't just put on the clothes.
Right.
You can't just talk the talk.
You got to walk the walk.
Exactly. And it's a long walk.
And it's not for everyone.
Definitely not. It takes a certain kind of person.
So it's not just about like adopting a persona
No.
or mimicking what you see online.
Right. It's going to be deeper than that.
You got to embody those values. And it creates this bond
Oh, yeah. A strong one.
because you've gone through it together.
Shared experience, shared struggle.
But for those who are drawn to gangs for the wrong reasons,
Right.
like status or protection.
Or maybe they just haven't found their place.
Exactly.
They're looking for belonging.
This process can
Yeah.
be really seductive.
Totally. It's easy to get pulled in. We all want to be accepted, right? To feel like we're part of something bigger.
But how do we do that without, like, losing ourselves in the process?
That's the tough part.
We try to jam ourselves in where we don't belong.
That's when it gets messy.
That's when you end up getting hurt.
Exactly. When we pretend to be someone we're not.
When we try to take shortcuts.
We're setting ourselves up for failure. Share your story.
Support each other.
That's how we find our way.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much for this deep dive.
My pleasure. Always a good conversation.
And to everyone listening, keep exploring, keep learning, keep diving deep.
It's in my cup. You